Good morning, everybody. It's 9:30, but I'm going to get the base of this ready and then I'll cook let me tell you what it is first. If you saw my menu planner for the week, and I do go out of order, so I don't know what day I planned this, but it's happening today, Monday, which you'll see Tuesday, probably, I don't know. I've got a pound of ground beef in a cast iron skillet, which I browned till it was done. I put on like a tablespoon of garlic, a tablespoon of tomato paste. I like this kind of tomato paste because I can put the lid back on it, stick it in the fridge, and not have to worry that I wasted, because I really didn't need that much. And I used garlic, just plain old garlic. So this is shepherd's pie, if you haven't already figured that out. I'm trying not to hold on to the speaker of the phone. I think sometimes I do that and you can hear it, you know. Anyway, I'm going to mix this all together. After this is mixed thoroughly, I'm going to need two hands and both eyes. I'm going to add in some beef broth and a little flour, just AP flour, and probably a tablespoonish maybe. And then I'll add then that part will be done, and I just have to mash some potatoes that I can put on the top. And then I put the whole thing in the oven. I let the potatoes get a little bit brown, crispy on the top a little bit. And then after that, I put cheese on top of it. I forgot to tell you. And then I brown the cheese. I forgot to tell you that I'm also going to use some vegetables, just peas and carrots. I did not put onions in this. I just went ahead and put onion powder, just for the heck of it. Usually it would be chopped onions. Alright, I just got the Great Value canned beef broth. Not a whole lot of it, so I'm going to have to put some in a Ziploc baggie and freeze it. Just enough to get the bits off the bottom. Whoa, look at that. I like this. I mixed the meat and the tomato paste and all that together. And I could probably, and I may, add a little bit more of this broth because it's going to evaporate as I cook. There. I don't know, maybe a third of the can of that. You know, it's really how it feels, I think. I'm also going to thicken this up with flour in a minute, so whatever is not absorbed, here comes some more, will get absorbed by that flour. I only punched one hole in the can, so it's splashing me. Okay. There we go. I think I'm going to go to grocery outlet later. What do you guys hear about this whole looting at Walmart over SNAP benefits? I got a call yesterday from someone, a friend, a long time, like one of my first, tight friends on YouTube. And she said, have you heard about what Walmart is going to do because of the threats when people don't get their SNAP benefits to riot, loot, just rob? And so I guess some of the bigger cities, I've not heard this myself from Walmart. I've only heard it from like people who do the YouTube videos saying, what's coming, prep now, that kind of thing. And I'm one of them, so I'm not saying that's not good. Anyway, Walmart is saying they're not even going to open their doors to customers. People will have to call in and do pickup or delivery. I'm not sure about the delivery part. I saw one say or delivery today. I hate pickup. My husband will do it, but I dislike it very much. I prefer it to be on my porch where I can just bring it in. So anyway, I would hate to be in a store when a bunch of people did a planned, remember those planned flash dances they used to do in the malls and parks and stuff with the music, and people would just all of a sudden join in? That's my only mean is about what it would look like to me if people got an organized and just looted a store empty. That is a good way to lose your only store. There are some of the big inner city areas don't even have stores you can go in. You can go up to a window that's got bars and a small area to shove stuff under. Tell them what you want, give them your cash card, whatever, and then they'll slide you something. You know, oh, it would be horrific to live that way. I enjoy a walk through the store to see what's new, what's seasonal, what's on sale, what's on markdown, what's on clearance. You know, you're not going to get that if you participate in organized looting. I don't know what the answer is for this, but I'm sure looting isn't it. All right, I've got this handy dandy fancy thing I got, and watch this. What? It just shakes it out. I love it. Now, I don't know how much flour I'm gonna, well, I know I'm gonna need another spoon. Here we go. To thicken it, we'll see. Doesn't look like any more than that, really. All right, I'm gonna pay some attention to this and get a good look at it and see what I need. Okay, I have got almost the whole can. There's just a tiny bit, and I splashed it. This is why my oven is always trashed. I just splashed juice, beef juice. Anyway, I put in what was left of a baggy peas and carrots, and I'm gonna get this mixed in, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off and get busy on the taters. I wanted to show you this. So you put either powdered sugar or flour or whatever, and then you flip it over and you shake it, and it comes out great. So I think you could do that with granulated sugar, powdered sugar, any kind of flour. I can't think of another thing you could do with it. Maybe cinnamon sugar, you know. I like it. Got it on Amazon. It's got this push thing right here that, here, opens it up. And it's stainless steel, and it wasn't that expensive. I love it. It's my new happy find for Amazon. Hey, I just was sitting here doing the potatoes, and I realized I forgot Worcestershire sauce. So add a glug or two of that in there too with your hamburger meat when you do the beef broth. I don't know why, but just do it. It's in the recipe. All right, I have a pot, a small pot of water, pan, on to boil, and it's getting there. And I have peeled and rinsed the potatoes. Oh, this is heavily salted to salt, because remember, Belinda says you got to salt your taters. I just love the way she says things. She's so cute. Anyway, after I get this cooked, I will probably not, we'll see. I'm trying not to get the mixer out, the hand mixer, to mash them. I should be able to just do this by hand and not dirty more things, but we'll see. I'm wondering if I should I might put the cheese in the potatoes after they're, you know, mashed, and it'll be better that way. It'll make the potatoes even better. I think it's planned, Stan. I'm not following a recipe, remember? I'm just kind of winging it. This is too high. It's going to catch that on fire. All right, okay, I'll be back in a sec. Put a lid on it. Work smarter, not longer. I used to have a potato masher. I don't know where I put it. I need to clean out the drawer that's in the middle over there that has things like that in it, because I found a few things I thought, well, I hadn't seen these in ages. I need these. So that's how bad it is. Anyway, potatoes are done. All I put in there was salt and a hunk of butter, and I'm going to use them whipper, even though I didn't want to. I've also got what I had left of cheese. It calls for cheddar, and this is triple cheddar, so I might put, I know I'm going to use all of the triple cheddar. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. It's Monterey Jack, and I just want to use it up. Is it already expired? 19th of June. Yeah, it's expired, Kendra. That settles that discussion. When does this expire? Hold on. Okay. This is better. It doesn't expire until March, and I have more of this kind in the fridge. I'll see what else I have to add, but I'm going to put this into the mashed potatoes right now. Stirring in the triple cheddar. This is kind of dry, so I'm going to put a little milk in it to thin it out, because it'll dry more as it goes in the oven to bake. All right, this is the only other one that I have open that is even a little bit usable. I've got, you know, like other kinds, like Swiss. I don't want to use Swiss, but this isn't really Mexican style. There's no heat. There's no other spices like cumin or what's that devil weed? Not parsley, but the other green one. Anyway, it expires December 26th, and it's just Monterey Jack, cheddar, asadero, and queso quesadilla. So I'm going to put just a little bit in the potatoes, and the rest is going to go on top. Making the potatoes a real pretty color too. I already put in that first bag that was not expired. So here is the base of it, which you saw me make, and I put foil down on top of a cookie sheet, so if this bubbles over for any reason, we're going to be okay with this pan or the bottom of the oven. I use shelf-stable milk. So proud of myself. I've stopped buying actual liquid milk because this summer my adults here finally weaned. I myself weaned when I was about 10. Anyway, I use it for cooking, and that's about it. And I love that I can have containers of it on the shelf in the pantry and then just take it out as I need it. So like I said, this is going on the top of it when I'm done. Putting the taters down first. Alright, potatoes are all spread out. I just put dollops all around and then spread it with a knife, because if I tried to put it all in one spot, it was dragging the meat with it, and I didn't want it that way. I used all of the cheese that I had, and I tried to keep it away from the very, very edges, because all it's going to do on the cast iron is like burn onto it, you know. I'm not worried about it sticking. I'm just worried about it being wasted for not being edible. So I have no green onions. I can't put green onions in my kitchen window because we live in a valley surrounded by forest, and there is no sun this time of year in here. It's really something. We ought to see about getting some grow stations with lights, because that's the only other alternative I can think of. What was I going to say? Oh, since I don't have any green onions, I'm just going to drag some parsley flakes through here. Okay, I'm going to clean all this up, and remember, it's only going to warm up and melt the cheese here, so I don't need to actually bake anything. I'm going to check it in 5 minutes. It's on 400 degrees. Bake. Oh, there we go. 400, 5 minutes. We'll see. Hey, I'm done. It's done. We're good. Oven's off. I'll turn the vent off in a little bit. It's warm in here. I ended up having to put it on broil for like 2 minutes because it just wasn't getting brown, and I don't know why. Maybe the cheese is cut too, you know, they're pretty narrow, tiny strips of bagged cheese that you can get, you know, the Walmart brand. Maybe if I had used like cottage cut cheese where it's thicker. But anyway, I'm happy with it. It's fine. And I'm going to put foil over it, which I already have here. And I'm just going to let it hang out until somebody wants to eat it. It's beef. It'll be fine on the counter. They can warm it up in the microwave or whatever. I'm not sticking it in the fridge. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you've never thought to say hi or make a comment, I love to chat. And if you want to subscribe, even better. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.